And we will be live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody. We are at another episode of Jaws Coffee Chat. This one is Follow Your Dreams with Sandy Buller. Today we have our illustrious leader, Jennifer A. Whitaker, along with, of course, Sandy Buller, who the show is named after. And somehow I just messed up the screen. So let's see what we're doing here.
This is all for you. You gotta laugh at her, don't forget.
Yep, gotta laugh at me.
I'm here.
You're here. You're
The
here.
joke is starting. Here comes a comedy.
Oh, right.
Oh my goodness. I just love it when we have it all together.
Oh, come on, there's gotta be
thing was running out of battery. Now it's running out. It was overheated. Let's have a great day.
Definitely. All right. So once again,
Paradise.
welcome to Follow Your Dreams, another episode of Jaws Coffee Chat. Today is August 18th, 2023. As I mentioned, our fearless leader, Jennifer A. Whitaker for Jaws Coffee Chat, and Sandy Buller, our entertainment for the day, after me, of course. I'm Elizabeth Oberkirsch, my VA Admin Services, and we are want to give a special thanks and shout out to some great folks who are always willing to air our podcasts on their platforms. Marcus Hart of Transform U Media, Zach Clayton of the PACT Channel, Jay Stoyan of the Disability Channel, and Lawrence Wingate of Wingate TV. Always thankful for their participation. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe to the social media pages of all of ours, the YouTube channels, or wherever it is you happen to come across and find us. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn the show over to Sandy Buller and Jennifer A. Whitaker. Take it away, y'all.
Take it away, take another day, and here we go. With Sandy Man. So you and I were just talking, Sandy, about something that is, I know, at least one of my dreams, and us possibly working together. So where does that kind of idea of, in this case, being years later, that I knew the right people and had the right idea, but waited for years doing something different to eventually follow my dreams? And in this case, I've started there. So what do you have to share related to that with your audience?
Well, if you have a dream, you need to share it. It's the action of enrolling others about your dream that gets the momentum behind your dream, and all of a sudden you realize that your dream is everybody else's specialty, and they're like, "Oh, I can help you with that. I know exactly how to get that done." And they're like, "Ha ha ha, Jennifer, I'm doing this for you." And all of a sudden your dream is like unfolded like a fresh flower, like this. Woo! And it's all because you enrolled others into the possibility of your dream. Now, see, if you would have stayed home and just like, "Oh, that's a great dream," your dream won't come true.
Well, what I hear you saying is,
That's true. Huh?
what I hear you saying about all of that is that we need to network and share it with other people that are professionals or in some kind of field related, or possibly like with you. I knew you were in entertainment, your photography and other things, right? So that was a possibility, but I didn't know you had a production company to produce music. but it was still fetching after someone that, oh, he might know, right? And it's going to networking, like how
Right.
you and I met originally at Jen's store, but then later we regularly saw each other with the I-10 West Chamber of Commerce. So that sounds like it's an integration of talking to people you know, but when you get a chance, meet new people. And if you don't have that chance, then go to whether it's local or online networking to seek opportunities to meet people and talk about it.
Yep. Well, I mean, people network and make networking work for them. And but the end result is the moment that you become related with somebody, and I'm not talking about blood, I'm not like you're my cousin, we're related. It's when you have like
Connected.
common likes and you become related in the sense of liking.
You mean connected? Connection, like you draw a connection, but you're not quote related.
Related, connected. Yeah. But it all starts with networking, because if you don't go network, you're not get related or connected anyway.
Well, but it's in some cases, it's also a matter of socializing with those that you already interact with but don't really know. Because of my example at Jen's store, I noticed you came often, but I remember the first time I was like, who is he? He comes here all the time. But then we started to talk about what I do, what you do. That was not necessarily a networking event where we're supposed to network, but we were still taking on the initiative to network based off we had a common interest that was in Jen's store, right?
It takes getting out of your head and sharing with other people what you're up to, and just talk about what's on. Some people are say that they're introverts, but they're really extroverts that just haven't come out yet. You get that?
Are you sure about that?
That's it. Because if you just talk about, what you're doing, I mean, people are really interested in knowing what you're up to, especially if you're up to something. I mean, if you're up to just digging holes in the backyard, yeah, you may have a limited amount of people that like, well, yeah, I dig holes in the backyard too. And you could have a club called Hole Diggers, and you might meet once or twice a month, dig holes in each other's yard, but that's not going to get a large population
No, but
excited.
it would still be like what you're saying, where you're connecting with people that have common interests. But that says to me that we can also achieve our dreams through the networking that's like in one of my clients' books, it says, talk to the person that's in front of you and behind you in line at a grocery store, because you never know when they could be your next opportunity. Or that's, in that case, your example with the Hole Digger, say we went on Meetup or some other social platform, and we both found a I don't know, an art club. So we think, oh, this isn't business, this is a network, so we're not going to like talk about our profession or what we want to do, but we still end up connected, even if it's over the drawing or something that relates to the interest. That's why that social event happens, right?
Yeah,
and then the opportunities that after you connect over something related, that then you can get into a conversation about, hey, well, what kind of work do you do? And, I've been dreaming about such and such, and start a conversation from there to turn it into networking.
Yeah. What kind of work do you do, Jennifer?
I am a writer. How about you?
I am a photographer. I'm a photographer today. I went out at 6 o'clock this morning, and I was on a industrial commercial job site where they were pouring concrete, and I was getting paid to take pictures of these guys pouring concrete, making a parking garage.
Was this in
Can you
Brookshire?
believe
Where
that?
was this?
Where? It was in Sugarland. I was in Sugarland, Texas this morning
All
with
right,
concrete trucks spinning, and they had the big old pipe pumping out the concrete out of the concrete trucks, and they were pouring the floor of a 2-story parking garage. Actually, it's a 4-story parking garage, matter of fact.
And why did they want you to take pictures of it? Like, was that for like a progress report or marketing to show that this is something coming soon? Like,
Yeah,
that's kind
they're
of
gonna put it on the contractor's gonna put it on his website. Show people that's what he does. He makes, large industrial, 4-story concrete parking garages.
so it was the construction companies, construction or cement, whatever companies, marketing tactic of projects they do or have done, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So that gives an
So they
idea.
know to hire the best. What?
I was saying
Hey,
that's
you caught
interesting.
me on a day that I was actually working. Just playing off.
You mean you're usually not working?
No.
I'm picking on you. Come on.
I try not to work. I don't like work. Work is hard, strenuous.
Well, going back
Sometimes,
to the topic, that says you're in the wrong kind of field, so you need to follow your own dreams too.
yeah, you're right. I got dreams. I got big dreams.
Okay, let's give an example of, say, networking. So you said you have big dreams, and I'm going to ask, so what are those big dreams or inspirations or aspirations you have?
Well, I have one dream about doing a documentary film about me taking a pickup load full of LP albums and selling them on the streets of Austin and making a boatload of cash.
So what
And
if
the,
you said
and
that,
the
and then I were to say, well, I'm in another documentary acting in it. So how about I get you with my film and my film production people and bring you on as, let's say, whether I did the script writing of your story or that you did the acting or you did the script writing, but somehow we get your story brought to life, or part of it is you acting, whichever makes a story in a script that he needs to follow the
Yeah.
storyline, that we get both into, both of us write the script, or I interview you and I write it. But once it's written, I then say, hey, Sandy Bowler, how about I get him to bring the whole production team that's the TV and movie production to Brookshire, Texas, and then say, well, once I got that date set, how about you come and you be one of the actors? Maybe you're the one that's driving the truck of the concrete, whatever, right? Somewhere with that
Yep,
go,
yep.
then you found out I have a connection, even if I myself am not the right person. So then how would you respond that our listeners should, when you hear that, because you just told me your dream and I know somebody that can help make it happen?
Well, they should use your QR code that's on Book a Call and call you, and you'll get us connected. That's how the listeners can find out. They'll call you and you tell them how to get in
So is that the lesson for the listeners, or is that direction?
Well, I'm sort of in a state of concern.
What kind of concern and why?
Because there's some cow poop over there, right there, and that means there's a cow outside the fence that's in my yard.
Well, holy cow!
Holy cow! So, what are we gonna do if that cow comes running over here?
I need to roast some beef.
I don't know, but there's a big old pile right there. I thought it was a dead chicken, but it's not. It's a thing of cow poop.
Well, if it's a holy cow, cut it up and you got some roast beef to roast, and you maybe got some ground beef and a burger to come out soon. You got a whole feast. I mean, in Bible days, they had to kill an animal, even if it was a cow, and that's how they. That's how they fix their sins and their sacrifices.
Yeah, well,
You be going back in the real old days.
It's hard enough to barbecue them out here in Texas right now. Woo, it's hot. Are you inside? I'm outside.
Well, when I do my show on Mondays, I am outside. But this day, Friday, rotates between being outside and Katie at a coffee shop to being inside of my house. It depends upon which Friday. Some Fridays, I'm back to back with my morning workout and some other stuff that's before we go live. I mean, so it's like, do I have time to go with Katie to Brookshire? If not, I'm going to be outdoors at a coffee shop. Then go live with this background and you wouldn't even know where I am.
Yeah. Well, so you don't come out to Jen's place no more? Jen's place don't exist no more.
Well, from Miss Pam, that the one that had the antiques, that Jen's store's not even there anymore.
Yeah.
But I haven't really been able to connect with Jen. Like at one point I asked her to pet sit because my family and I were traveling, but she said she was traveling that same weekend. So that's the most I've heard from her. Like, she's been this ghost.
Everybody's traveling. I need to go travel.
Well, you know why everybody was traveling last weekend, right?
What?
You know why everybody was traveling last weekend, right?
Oh, why?
Because school started back this weekend. So this week. So last weekend was the last time for parents to take kids out before school started.
Hey.
Like Katy ISD started on Wednesday, and some of the other school districts, I don't know each specifically, but some of the others started on Monday or Tuesday.
When school starting again? When was the last time you was in school, Jennifer?
Well, it depends what level of school. If I say grad school, that'd be 2011.
When did you graduate high school?
Oh Lord, you want to know how ancient I am?
How ancient are you?
I'm an old baby from the 80s.
80s? Oh. I graduated in the 90s.
You graduated in the 90s? What?
No, I graduated in 1980.
Oh,
Or you guys
Man.
are just youngins. You guys are just youngins.
Yeah.
yeah, this is an old age giveaway. For all the teenagers listening, we're not kids. Well, the teenagers, we really are old, even though, once we all get to be adults, we kind of reassess that definition.
Well, I haven't grown up yet.
Then you'll never grow up, boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Did you know that somebody bought out Toys R Us? Like they went bankrupt, and then somehow after they bankrupted, then I think it was Macy's or somebody bought it out. But I don't see commercials, whether it's on the internet or
They
TV or
opened up,
anything with that old song.
So how are the children getting their toys these days?
Well, it's a lot harder to get. Now they have to go to Walmart and places. And like I think it's Macy's that somehow bought out Toys R Us after Toys R Us bankrupted or something like that. And all their stores shut somehow after it was all shut, closed, everything, that then it was bought out by Macy's. So if you go to Macy's, there is a toy department. Like, the one in Memorial City Mall, that's the closest Macy's I know. That's, if you go to the upstairs, it used to be the women's plus, is now a bunch of toys for the kids, and it's their Toys R Us department.
So now, where does the women's plus people go to get their stuff?
Basically, women in general have a smaller selection because they had to put the women's plus clothes on the same floor as all the other women's clothes. So they had to basically reduce their inventory to reduce space. I mean, at least of the clothes part.
Well, I guess the sacrifice has to be made if you want to have toys from Toys R Us and Macy's.
Well, I mean, of course, because they still only have that same size of a store. I mean, especially in their malls, and they probably have to get like license and approvals from not HOA, but management of some kind, right, to expand the store. And then that takes time that they're probably not as likely to expand in a company like that that's in a mall than say one that's freestanding.
So are you gonna go see the Barbie movie?
Why in the world would I see Barbie? Do you think I'm a Barbie?
Well, you never know who played with Barbie. You might have played
You
with Barbie.
play with Barbies?
Did you play with Barbie dolls?
I mean, I did when I was a kid. Why are you kidding me now? I'm too busy making podcasts and now trying to make radio and everything else. When do I have time to play dolls? I don't even have time to read books anymore.
Well,
And you remember when we first met and how many books I'd be reading? I'd be like, oh, I just finished this one and this one.
Yeah. Well, it's time to go see the Barbie movie.
Okay, here's the deal. You want me to see Barbie?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You want me to see Barbie? Let me call my sister and get my niece in, and then that 6-year-old will be my excuse for going in there.
We'll get a
Sorry,
big
I'm
old
teasing my
bag,
niece. My niece wanted to see it.
big old bag of popcorn.
Oh yeah, bring my niece, and then it won't be a matter of popcorn. It'll be a matter of candy. You know that. Talk about these kids. Okay, I'm talking to a ghost again. Oh, poof.
Yeah.
Now Sandy, sit back. That was some magic you pulled there. You disappeared, then suddenly you reappeared.
Well,
So follow your dreams. That's the theme of this. So is it your dream to see Barbie?
keeping up with my dreams and Barbie.
Or do you dream of being a Barbie or a Ken?
No, I don't think about being plastic.
That makes me think of the song. Do you remember one that I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world? I've been made of plastic. Life is magic.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
from, I don't know, the 2010s or the 2000s or something. They played it with my little sister who graduated high school in 2014. They played it sometime when she was in high school at, I don't remember if it was which high school it was, but she went to two different high schools. And so it was somewhere between 2011 and 2014 when they played it. It was a concert like where the high school's choir and all performed with the theater class. And certain ones did the singing, other ones did the acting.
Huh. Well, I don't know about much about that. You know it's hot out here. It's 101 degrees right now.
You know, the weather actually said that the actual temperature was going to get at peak today to, I think it was 105 or 106. So that's probably why you feel unusually hot when you're usually fine in this weather. Because also they said that the last couple of days we've had dry weather, as far as like the humidity being very low and dry.
Yeah.
And today, and for so many days, it's supposed to be at almost maximum humidity that they were talking about would make it feel a lot muggier and a lot hotter with the same temperature than it did on a dry day with that same temperature.
Wow.
That's at least what they were saying. 13.
Hey, don't you think that having a job as a weather forecaster on TV is like the best job ever? 'Cause, you know, you could be right, everybody loves you. You could be wrong, nobody cares. You don't get fired for being wrong.
Then that would be a worse job, not a best job, because to me, I hate being judged when I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, nobody, they not judge them. They just miss the forecast. You know, weather's weather. You know, they say, "Oh, it's gonna rain today." It don't rain. Well, they still got a job. You know,
Well,
someday it'll rain.
maybe I'm in the brother or sister field of forecasting, because you know I did study accounting and we do forecasting, just it's not meteorology, it's finances. So
Well, if you're
have
forecasting
sometimes-
finance, you should be over in Las Vegas. Bet.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. There you go. That's
Yeah,
right.
but if I'm gonna Viva Las Vegas, you gotta Viva Las Vegas with me.
Yeah, well,
I'll be taking you along.
yeah, well, that sort of reminds me of something historical happened this week.
Oh no, what is this?
Back in 1977, on the 16th, Elvis Presley died.
It was the 16th of August?
Yep. 1977.
I knew the year, but I didn't realize like month and day. Wow.
So that reminds that sort of goes. Well, that's all right, Mama. Well, that's all right for you. That's all right, Mama. Just any day you do, well, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Anyway, you do. That's Elvis. But Mama, she told me, Papa told me too. So that girl's little, and she ain't no good to you, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Mama, anything you do. That's my tribute to Elvis.
What about Blue Velvet?
Oh, Blue Velvet. Yeah. How about Blue Moon of Kentucky? That's bluegrass. Isn't it?
I was gonna say that sure didn't sound like an Elvis song on you. We were talking about
That's
Elvis.
not
I was like, what? I don't remember him singing that.
Yeah, don't step on my blue suede shoes.
Oh, that was it. You're right. I remember it was with Blue, and I was like, what was this blue something? But yeah, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. No, don't you. Do you know how to play that one?
No. You know what day? Do you know what day Elvis was born on?
Elvis was born, you mean?
Yeah, he was born on January the 5th, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Oh, well, at least he wasn't born on a holiday like my nephew born on January 6th.
Oh,
I mean, a holiday, because in different Latino countries, especially Mexico, it's their Christmas.
yeah, right.
Like they don't celebrate Christmas on December 25th. They call it something else, but it's basically their Christmas that's January 6th. That's why often you see people still shopping like it's the holidays after New Year's.
Right.
So, I mean, but other reasons is because that's when a lot of companies have their clearance sales and all, but after what Americans do as Christmas. But anyways, that's another thing about, January 6th was already a holiday before anything else happened. And, it was right there with, you said it was Elvis's birthday, right?
Yep.
Well, he could have been a holiday baby, but he came early.
It could have been a holiday, babe.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't ready for that. He was going to make a holiday. The memorial of, in memory of Elvis Presley.
Yeah, he also did the Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah, I forget the words to it, but I've heard it.
Don't Be
Can you play it?
Cruel. Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe let's see. Jailhouse Rock. Jailhouse Rock.
Are you whistling or is it that windy out there?
That's the fan.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Glad you got a fan with this Texas heat.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we can do. Walked through a party in the county jail. Prison band was there, began to wail. Man was jumping and the joint began to swing. They should have heard them knocking on the stone. The jailbird sang rock. You know that? Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole jail cell. It was dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. I remember put on his tenor saxophone. Little Joe was born on a slide trombone. Drummer boy from Illinois with crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Well, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole South rock. We're dancing the still house rock. There you go. That's I ain't never played that song in my life.
Ready, let's rock. That's what we do.
I ain't never played that song before. I probably never played it again.
Good. Hey, man, let's stay in the bull show. Come on, let's rock. Let's rock with a little copy on the show.
I can sort of play some songs. Every now and then. What other Elvis songs you want to hear? You still there?
Yeah, I was trying to think if there's. I mean, the Blue Suede Shoes is the one I really liked the most. You said you don't play it. What was
All right,
the
well, hold on. Let's just sing.
big hits?
Blue Suede Shoe. You know how it goes?
Don't you step on my blue suede shoes? No, don't you? Blue Suede Shoes
Blue
was the name of the
Suede
song.
All right, Jennifer, it's your lucky day.
Rock and roll. Everybody, let's go to the rock
All
and
right,
roll.
I've never done this song before in my life. Well, it's one for your money, two for your show, three to get ready and go, cat, go. Well, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You do anything but lay off the blue suede shoes. Please knock me down, step on my face, slam in my face, all over the place. You do anything you want to do, but honey, let's lay off my blue suede shoes. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. You do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. You burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from my old fruit jar. You do anything you want to do, but honey, lay off my shoes. You step out of my blue suede shoes. You do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. There you go. I never
Yeah,
played that
that's
song
Bill
before,
Elvis
ever.
coming back.
Yeah, Elvis is coming through me.
Yeah, he's booming. Decades after going, he's still booming and he's still rocking and rolling. But that
He's,
don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
Channeling Elvis. Channeling Elvis. Woo! My cat's right there. His tongue's hanging out. Going, oh, poor
It's funnier when you do it.
yeah. All
So
right.
you do that next time, I'm going to ask you, are you a cat or a dog when your tongue is hanging out?
Everybody's mouth is open. Woo, it's hot.
Hotter than a frying pan.
Hey, you ever been upset?
Well, who has it? What kind of question is that?
Well, I've been thinking about things that causes me to be upset about it. And I was thinking about it for about 2 weeks. And then I realized that it wasn't whatever was going on that was upsetting me. You know who was upsetting me?
Fear, anxiety related to the possible outcome.
I was creating the upsetness.
Right, but wasn't that through
I-
your anxiety of the possible outcome? Because whatever
Yeah, there
was the
was,
incident, you were worried
there
they'd
was
be
an
direct
intent-
worse.
Yeah, there was an intended uh, outcome, but the thing is, there was an outcome. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to go, and I, like a little baby, got upset. And so when I learned not to be such a baby and like let things be as they are, I'm like, oh, okay, I can accept the way things are because it's the way they are. They is what they is, and they ain't what they ain't. There ain't no need to be upset when they ain't right when they are right, because the only way they are is the way they is, and can't be upset about the way it is.
Well, and
See.
I think if we got spiritual, because like you and I are both Christians, we could say if they're not something, it's because that's not what was best for us.
Yeah.
Because somebody above,
Well, I'm gonna get some T-shirts made. I need to get this done quick. Talk about this. This is my dream for the week. Okay, my dream for the week is to get some T-shirts that say, "From now on, I'm just gonna let God fix it, because if I fix it, I'm going to jail."
that seems pretty long to try to try to get on a t-shirt, then nobody can read it.
Let God fix it, because if I fix it, I'm going to jail. That's 3 lines. Boom, boom, boom.
It's God in the driver's seat or jail.
Right.
That's a short way to put it. Either God's in the driver's seat or it's jail.
That's right. If I'm driving a car, I might as well just drive to the jailhouse.
Because in spirituality, if you and I drive, we go swerving on and off the highway. God drives, we stay straight on the highway.
Yeah, don't be swerving in my lane when I'm driving. I hit you. Know what I mean? I
EJ,
definitely
what
be
you
swerving.
doing? Did you say you like
Where's
swerving?
EJ?
I'm here.
EJ's the ghost in the background. We gave it a name.
Ghost.
I was just getting ready to come on board and say, we're just about there on time.
Just about. We're
All right.
ready about.
Yep. Anybody have
So-
any special announcements coming up?
Any new music releases or anything else?
Huh?
Do you have new music releases or anything else new you want to let people know?
Yeah. I want to let everybody know that a good friend of mine is she's doing a tour on the West Coast all the way up to Oregon through Colorado. And she's coming back now. She's in Utah right now, and she'll be back next week on August the 25th, 26th. Oh. What's Friday night?
Friday is August 25th, 2023.
Yeah, Friday the 25th. She's going to be back here in the Houston area, and she asked me to play upright bass with her at this restaurant called Copenhagen on South Mason Road in Katy, Texas. Copenhagen. Get there at 6, have some dinner, and enjoy the show. And my
Can you
friend's
get
name is
listeners?
Melanie Guy. Huh?
Can you look up and give listeners the address of this restaurant and the day and time that it'll be the concert?
Yeah, it's going to be August 25th, starting at 6.
While he's looking up that address, Jennifer, do you have any announcements coming up? You always have something going on.
Mike's turned off. Hey, I'll share with you the address of Copenhagen Restaurant. Copenhagen European Kitchen and Bakery. It's located on 981 South Mason Road, Katy, Texas. And the show's going to be on the 25th of August, starting at 6 p.m. with Melody Guy from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
And my announcements, to answer your question, EJ, are that we have 4 positions we're trying to fill, and we're asking anybody interested in starting off as a volunteer to prove themselves with the possibility of having a stake in the company, or option of some kind of part-time hourly as a contract worker. The positions are 1, a publishing assistant to do different things related to proofreading, editing, uploading, and other parts of the publication, to actually publish books for us that I myself and other people on our team write. We also are looking for a podcast assistant that can help EJ by working 4 p.m. and after Monday through Friday to do the same recording, entering keywords, posting on social media and other stuff that EJ does, but to be her helper by filling in 4 p.m. and after in Central Time, Monday through Friday. And then I also have an opening for a digital marketer to also start off as volunteer with the possibility of becoming a stakeholder that will do everything from writing blogs, scheduling posts on social medias, writing press releases, SEO, and so much more related to the digital presence and lead generation. And then third, I'm looking for a podcast host to fill in with cases like this, where we get so many opportunities of podcasts that I can't be split in too many directions. So I need some co-hosts to run different shows, who also can be stakeholders after proving themselves, and that's how they'll get compensation eventually as our podcast grows and we have more and more shows. That I need help for other people to fill in and basically be a co-host, or in other words, a host that's under myself but runs the shows. And they will do everything from the preparation of questions, content, to telling and listening to listeners with and without guest speakers. They will work with clients to reach an audience and make a plan for shows accordingly. They'll research clients' business to prepare a show as far as the content and all, and post on social media and so much more. So these are 4 different positions we have open that start off as volunteer with an opportunity to get either contract hire with an hourly compensation that varies by the season, or to possibly be another stakeholder that gets a portion of profits, which would be all of us intending to grow it together so our portion gets larger. Also, I have a
You have a frog in your throat.
what?
You have a frog in your throat?
Yeah, totally. It's stuck because I love frogs. So they love to get in my throat. So the other thing was that if you are interested in helping veterans, or your business or organization, whether it's products or services, already serves veterans, then please email us at contact@projectdiehard.net, I think. No, projectdiehard.org.
.org.
It's contact, CONTACT@projectdiehard.org. And also, if you want to be one of those regular speakers, we ask that you come regularly, whether it's once every 2 months, once every month, whatever that's a regular frequency in some kind of set system of how often and when. And if you're interested in that, as far as being on the Project iHeart as a guest speaker regularly, we ask that you schedule with Kurt Rostoff to discuss and possibly be approved to join the team by going to calendly.com/special K, like just a letter, mentor. So that's calendly.com/special K, the letter, and then MENTOR. So please go there to schedule to be considered for a regular co-host and guest speaker if you're interested in helping veterans, or that your product or service is targeting veterans or useful to them. So we hope you will stay tuned and be sure to subscribe and follow. And of course, follow our Sandy Buller, star of the show. And Sandy, where is your YouTube channel where people can find you? And then we'll close at that.
YouTube.com/Sandy Buller.
So YouTube/Sandy Buller.
No, youtube.com/Sandy Buller to find the Sandy Buller.
SANDYBULLER on YouTube, and get ready to be amazed at all the videos that I posted on YouTube.
All right.
Video, music, acting, plays, and
Comedy.
figures of the imagination coming to life in entertainment with the Sandy Buller.
Excellent. All right, folks, that about wraps it up for us today. So again, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe to all the social media pages that you can find us on. Sandy Buller is out there on the internet everywhere. Jaws Coffee Chat. Also, if you're interested in supporting this podcast or any of our other endeavors, please go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com, and look up Jaws Coffee Chat. There's several different options there for ways to support these endeavors. Again, thank you so much for being here. Our Follow Your Dreams podcasts are every other Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. So our next podcast will be September 1st. So until then, everybody, have a great week. We wish you productive and enjoyable.
What did you say, September 1st? Is that a Friday?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, we will be here. I thought it was Labor Day, because listeners to know, we do have a Monday show. It's not this one, but the Monday show will not happen on Labor Day because we're all going to get the day off. But we'll be back the following Monday after Labor Day.
All right. So yes, Follow Your Dreams will be here September 1st, which is Friday, 2 weeks from now. So until next time, we wish you a productive and enjoyable week. Thanks, everybody. Take care.